The British are coming! The British are coming! All right. Welcome to Wednesday, May 13th. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great week so far. Today's work, well, we're going to start with math. We'll be in the math book again, page 697 through 700. We will go over that on Zoom at 10 a.m. today. Then history, studies weekly, week 24. All right, week 24. Remember, read and then fill out the entire back page. All right, reading, Boxcar Children, chapter 8, back to one chapter. Read and then do the handout. And then computers, typing agent. Remember, continue in the worlds. If you haven't finished the worlds yet, let's try to finish those. And then if you finish the worlds, we're going to go to basic coding, okay? I want to work on the coding stuff. It's actually really cool skills you can learn for the future. So do basic coding after the worlds. And then art, we're going to be drawing some spring trees. Okay, I think they're pretty cool. Remember, for art, you do not have to turn in your art assignments anymore. What I want you to do is, when you're done with your art drawings, hold it up, take a picture of yourself with your art drawing, and then send it in to me on Remind. Okay, that is how I want you to turn in your art assignments now. 2 reasons. 1, we can put you in the video, okay, holding up your art. And then 2, if you want to hang your art up around your house, it'll be a lot easier if you don't have to turn it in. So both those reasons are why. Just take a picture of yourself with your art and send it in. Other announcements. Remember the Cal Poly Pomona Discovery Farms virtual field trip that you guys can do. It's available all week. You just go to Mrs. Moore's Encore page, scroll down, and you'll see it. Also, make sure you try to find Mr. Drain in the classroom. Hopefully today will be a little bit more difficult. And then last, I'm going to start reading the speeches today. Okay, I'm going to read 3 today. Hopefully you enjoy them. They should be pretty exciting. So stay tuned for that. With that said, Mr. Drain out. Oh, well, hello there. I was just writing some important document that'll probably be used in the future. My name is Thomas Jefferson, and I wrote, as many of you know, the Declaration of Independence, which is probably the most important document in the history of America. I was born April 13th, 1743, in Shadwell, Virginia. I have 9 siblings, and their names are Peter, Mary, Randolph, Lucy, Martha, Anna, Elizabeth, Peter, Thomas, and Jane. My father was born in February 29th, 1708, and my mother was born in February of 1721. I became the 3rd president in February 17th, 1801, and I was vice president before that in 1797. When I was president, my vice presidents were Aaron Burr and George Clinton. I also negotiated the Louisiana Purchase, which caused my America to almost double in size. I bought it from France. I sadly died from uremia at Monticello, Virginia. I died on July 4th, 1826. Sadly, that is all I have to say. But wait, you may have noticed me on some of your money. I'm on the nickel, and I'm also on the $2 bill. That is it. I am Thomas Jefferson, speech written by Matthew Haar. Thank you very much. The British are coming! The British are coming! Oh, hey guys. Hello. My name is Paul Revere. I was born at the north end of Boston. I was born on New Year's Day in 1735. I had 7 siblings. I went to North Riding School for grade 7 through 13. I never went to college. I was a silversmith, same as my dad. I was also a messenger in Massachusetts. Sometimes I did dentistry. I was married twice because my first wife died, and I had 16 kids. Dr. Joseph Warden influenced my life the most. He was an American doctor who organized Boston in the early days of the American Revolution. I became part of the Sons of Liberty because we wanted liberty for all the colonials. I took part in the Boston Tea Party. Woohoo! And some say I was at the Boston Massacre. My most famous adventure was to warn everyone that the British were coming to attack the colonies. People say I rode my horse at midnight yelling to wake everyone up, but the truth is, I was very quiet. We did not want the British to know we had a warning system. Also, I didn't own a horse. I only borrowed it. I was also a famous Massachusetts militia officer, but we lost the battle. I was court-martialed, but it was not my fault. I was the first American to roll copper sheets to be used on naval ships. I was 83 years old when my life ended. I died May 10th, 1818. I died at my house from natural causes. I was buried in Boston. That is me, Mr. Paul Revere. Speech written by Liam Pena. Well, hello there. I'm George Washington. I was born February 22nd, 1732, in Westmoreland County, Virginia. I did not finish school or attend college because my father died when I was 11 years old, and my mother did not have any money for my schooling. I studied mathematics on my own. One of my favorite influences I had in my life was my half-brother, Lawrence Washington, who exposed me to the Virginia gentry. Another influence was my relationship with the Fairfaxes, who taught me the math and science techniques of surveying and copy of the book, Rules of Civility and Decent Behavior in Company and Conversation. As a young man, I traveled to the Ohio River Valley. As the commander of the Continental Army of the United States of America, I served in the Virginia Colonial Militia in 1754 as a lieutenant colonel. I would travel to where the war would require me to throughout the colonies, and as president, I traveled throughout the newly formed states. I am famous because in 1775, I was nominated to be Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army of the United States of America, and led the Continental Army into the American Revolution. In 1787, I led the convention that wrote the U.S. Constitution. I became the first United States President, and I served from 1789 to 1797, and I became one of the founding fathers of this great nation. In 1793, I issued the Proclamation of Neutrality Policy and the 2-term limit for all presidents. I died on December 14th, 1799, at the age of 67, in my home state of Virginia. Thank you. Speech written by Mr. Nathan Haddad.